If you're up 2 to 4 times a night or planning your day around bathrooms, you're not alone, and you're not stuck. What if the next 7 days could mean fewer trips, deeper sleep, and more confidence in the bedroom? How many exits have you scouted this week? Are you cutting back on evening intimacy because you worry about urgency? Afraid meds might dull your drive? Today, I'll show you 5 natural, science-backed steps most men never hear in the doctor's office, plus the one small change that often helps within a week. And the myth almost everyone wastes money on? We'll bust it before you spend $1. Quick ask, hit subscribe, share this with your partner, and type ready in the comments so I know you're in. Bring a notepad, you'll leave with a simple plan and 1-minute test to track progress. Let's make this simple and do it the right way. BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia, sounds complicated, but it simply means a non-cancerous enlargement of the prostate that squeezes the urethra like a thumb on a garden hose. Frequent trips at night, a weak stream, urgency at the worst times, and the nagging feeling you never completely empty. It steals deep sleep, drains energy, and chips away at confidence and intimacy. Many men avoid travel or date nights because every plan starts with finding the nearest restroom. Partners and caregivers feel it too: broken sleep, worry, and the emotional load of planning around symptoms, sometimes even resentment that no one talks about. If you've felt embarrassed or frustrated, you're normal, and you're not broken. BPH isn't cancer, and you didn't cause it. But ignoring it has costs. Over time, straining and incomplete emptying can raise the risk of urinary tract infections, bladder stones, or, rarely, sudden urinary retention that sends you to the ER. The good news is, there are natural levers that calm the bladder, reduce inflammation, and restore control so you can sleep, move, and be present with your partner again. Will bring clarity, not overwhelm, and give you wins you can feel quickly. Here's how we'll tackle this step by step. We take a urology-informed, evidence-first approach. Everything you hear is aligned with guidance from the American Urological Association and sources like the NIH. We cut through hype and focus on what shows the strongest data for relieving urinary symptoms, and, in some cases, modest reductions in prostate size over time. We translate studies into simple, practical steps you use safely. This video is educational, not a diagnosis or treatment plan. Your body and medications are unique, so partner with your clinician before making changes. Ready to see how it works in your body? First, a 60-second science snapshot. The prostate sits below the bladder, surrounding the urethra. With age, more testosterone is converted to dihydrotestosterone, DHT, by the 5-alpha reductase enzyme. DHT signals the prostate's gland and stromal cells to grow. Add inflammation, and the tissue swells. Meanwhile, alpha-1 receptors tighten. Smooth muscle at the bladder neck and within the prostate, like gripping the base of a funnel. The bladder pushes harder, becomes irritable, and you feel urgency, frequency, weak flow, and nighttime trips. Only 5-alpha reductase medications shrink prostate volume. Alpha blockers relax muscle but don't reduce size. Natural strategies work by lowering inflammation, easing sympathetic tone, and calming the bladder lining, often improving symptoms and, in some men, modest volume changes over time. What helps? A Mediterranean-style diet, weight loss around the waist, walking and strength training, stress downshifting and better sleep, pelvic floor coordination, hydration timing, and avoiding evening caffeine, alcohol, and trigger drinks. Timelines matter. Fluid timing and pelvic floor practice can improve sleep and urgency within 7 to 14 days. Diet and activity shifts tend to help flow and daytime frequency in 3 to 6 weeks. Any size change is months long, typically 3 to 12 months. These are the levers you control. Red flags that need a clinician now: fever, painful urination, blood in urine, or inability to urinate. Now, let's talk about what works. Practically. Point 3. Myths keep men stuck. Myth 1: you just have to live with it. You can calm symptoms and improve flow with small, consistent shifts. Myth 2: Saw palmetto shrinks every prostate. Large studies show it doesn't reliably beat placebo. For size or symptoms, some feel better. Many don't. If you try supplements, use caution and track results. Myth 3: Drink less all day to stop nighttime trips. All-day restriction dehydrates you and irritates the bladder. The fix is targeted fluids: hydrate earlier, taper. In the evening, what works better? Mediterranean-style eating to lower inflammation, pelvic floor training to regain control, smart fluid timing, daily movement and weight loss, and select evidence-based supplements with your clinicians. Okay, ignore this and nights stay broken, energy and intimacy suffer, and risks like infections or retention can rise. Follow it and you sleep deeper, stream stronger, and confidence returns. Here's the 5-part plan, the planned 5 key solutions, science-backed, step-by-step. Here's our simple framework you can start today. Step 1: Move more and lose a little around the middle. Step 2: Eat a prostate-calming, Mediterranean-style plate. Step 3: Train your pelvic floor and reset bladder habits. Step 4: Master smart fluids, especially at night. Step 5: Consider evidence-based supplements, if appropriate. This plan suits men with mild to moderate symptoms and the partners who help with routines. It's practical, safe, and designed to protect energy, sleep, and intimacy every day. Step 1 is movement and a small, steady drop in waist size. Extra belly fat drives inflammation and higher estrogen and DHT activity, which aggravate prostate growth. Stress hormones also tighten pelvic muscles. Regular activity lowers sympathetic tone, improves blood flow, and supports testosterone and erection quality. Your target: 150 minutes a week of brisk walking, about 20 to 25 minutes daily, plus 2 strength sessions covering legs, hips, back, chest, and core. Aim for 7,000 to 8,000 steps most days. Start with the easiest win, a 10-minute walk after breakfast and dinner this week. That blunts blood sugar peaks that irritate the bladder and helps you fall asleep faster. If joints complain, pick a stationary bike, elliptical, or pool. Use gentle intervals, 1 minute easy, 1 minute brisk, for 10 rounds. Safety first. If you have heart, balance, or orthopedic concerns, clear your plan with your clinician and progress gradually. Track your change using the AUA/IPSS symptom score once a week and a simple sleep log to see progress. Small losses around your beltline often lead to fewer nighttime trips quickly. Step 2 is the prostate calming plate, a Mediterranean pattern that feeds your blood vessels and calms inflammation. Build each meal as follows: half your plate vegetables, especially cooked tomatoes or tomato paste for lycopene, plus crucifers like broccoli or Brussels sprouts, a quarter lean protein, fish such as salmon or sardines twice a week, or skinless. Poultry and beans, a quarter whole grains, oats, quinoa, or whole wheat pasta. Add a handful of nuts or seeds, including pumpkin seeds, and use extra virgin olive oil. Why this works: plant antioxidants and omega-3s lower inflammatory signals that worsen urinary symptoms, while lycopene accumulates in prostate tissue. Crucifers support detox pathways. The same pattern supports erections by improving endothelial function and nitric oxide. Keep it practical. Swap deli meats for grilled chicken, butter for olive oil, and soda for water or green tea before noon. Go decaf later. 3 fast meals: whole wheat toast with tomato olive oil spread and eggs, salmon and tomato pasta, bean veggie chili with avocado. Portions: fill a 9-inch plate, keep protein palm-sized, and flavor with herbs over salt. Add berries daily for dessert. Step 3 is pelvic floor training and better bladder habits. Find the right muscles by tightening as if stopping gas or lifting the base of the penis, no squeezing glutes, thighs, or holding your breath. Start with 3 sets a day of 10 slow contractions, lift, hold 3 to 5 seconds, then fully Relax for 3 to 5 seconds. Build toward 10-second holds. Never bear down. Pushing strains the prostate and can worsen urgency. Use urge suppression when the signal hits. Stop, stand or sit tall. Take a calm breath. Do 5 quick, light Kegels, then walk to the restroom under control. Add timed voids every 2 to 3 hours while awake, and try a double void. Finish, wait 30 seconds, lean slightly forward with feet on a small stool, and go again without straining. Fix constipation to reduce pressure on the prostate. 25 to 30 grams of fiber, adequate water, and, if needed, a gentle stool softener discussed with your clinician. Bonus: pelvic training also improves erection control and climax confidence. If pain develops, pause and see a pelvic floor therapist. Step 4 is a smart fluid strategy. Hydrate earlier, sip don't chug, and taper before bed. Most men do well with 48 to 64 ounces a day unless your clinician advises otherwise. Front-load 2/3 by mid-afternoon. Cut off fluids 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime. Limit evening alcohol and caffeine, both stimulate urine and irritate the bladder. Watch carbonated drinks, acidic juices, and artificial sweeteners if they trigger urgency for you. Here's a simple weekday flow: 1 glass on waking, 1 with breakfast, 1 mid-morning, 1 at lunch, 1 mid-afternoon, then small sips at dinner and nothing after your cutoff. Weekend version: hydrate during errands and activity, bring a bottle, but switch to herbal or decaf tea after 2 p.m. If you take diuretics, ask your prescriber about morning timing. Combine fluid timing with a pre-bed double void. Better sleep means steadier hormones, lower nighttime adrenaline, and stronger morning erections. If you feel dizzy, overly thirsty, or swollen, adjust and check with your clinician. Track nocturia in a notebook to see which drinks help or hurt for your body. Step 5 is optional: evidence-based supplements, used thoughtfully. Beta-sitosterol has the best symptom data. Look for products listing 60 to 130 milligrams of active beta-sitosterol daily, not just saw palmetto complex. Ryegrass pollen extract around 126 mg per day and pygeum 100 to 200 mg per day show modest benefits in smaller studies. Pumpkin seed oil helps some men, though research is limited. Saw palmetto at 320 mg is mixed in large trials. Safety matters. Supplements can interact with prescriptions and affect bleeding, blood pressure, or glucose. Avoid if you're on anticoagulants unless your clinician clears it, and stop all non-essential supplements at least 2 weeks before surgery. Choose third-party tested brands when possible. Trial one supplement at a time for 8 to 12 weeks. Keep everything else steady so you can see true effects. Track your AUA/IPSS score, number of nighttime trips, and sense of bladder emptying. If there's no meaningful change, discontinue and save your money for food and movement. Discuss prostate cancer screening separately. These supplements are not treatments for cancer. Be wary of proprietary blends. Quick bonuses: screen for sleep apnea if you snore or wake tired. Review meds that worsen symptoms: decongestants, diphenhydramine, certain antidepressants. Practice stress downshifts, box breathing or tai chi. Try warm sitz baths for pelvic comfort in the evening. Ready to tie it together? I'll show you how to fit this into one simple week. Starting tonight with a clear plan, this week is plug and play. Day 1, take the AUA/IPSS quiz, note waist, weight, and a 24-hour diary. Print a 1-page tracker with columns for symptoms, fluids, ounces, steps, Kegels, and weight UPS. Pantry reset: olive oil, tomato paste, canned tomatoes, broccoli or Brussels sprouts, salmon or sardines, oats, beans, berries, pumpkin seeds, herbal tea. Lace up walking shoes and set a 90-minute pre-bed cutoff. Day 2, tomato and crucifer day. Aim half-plate vegetables, palm-size protein, fist-size whole grains, a thumb of olive oil, small handful of nuts or seeds. Walk 10 minutes after meals. Day 3, pelvic floor focus. 3 sets of 10 Kegels, hold 3 to 5 seconds, relax equal time. Use urge suppression, timed voids every 2 to 3 hours, and a gentle double void. Day 4, beverage timing tune-up. Front-load water before mid-afternoon, sip don't chug, switch to decaf afternoon, avoid alcohol at night. Day 5, protein and strength day. 2 20-minute strength sessions this week, start one today. Include fish, beans, or poultry at meals. Day 6, combine and repeat. Walk after meals, build your plate, practice Kegels, and log results. If cleared, begin one supplement trial a day. 7. Review and adjust. Recheck IPSS, compare wake UPS, circle wins, and note triggers. Set next week's reminders and involve your partner. Here's how it looks in real life. Tom, 66, a retired high school teacher. He was up 3 to 4 times a night, stream weak, mornings foggy, and intimacy kept getting postponed because he worried about urgency. 6 weeks ago he committed to the plan. He walked 20 minutes after dinner, every night. He practiced Kegels 3 times a day, slow, controlled, gently, no straining. He swapped butter for olive oil, cooked a simple tomato sauce 5 nights a week, and added broccoli or Brussels sprouts most days. He cut caffeine after 2 p.m., front-loaded water earlier, and, with his primary care doctor's okay, trialed beta-sitosterol. By week 6, he was down to 1 to 2 wake UPS, 6 pounds lighter around the middle, and his stream felt stronger and steadier. His wife noticed he woke up cheerful and stayed present on their morning walks. His confidence returned, and their evenings too. If you're on the fence, consider this. Ignore this plan, and the pattern usually tightens, urgency creeps up, sleep fragments, and your day revolves around bathrooms. You scout exits before concerts, cut road trips short, and intimacy gets postponed. Straining to empty raises the odds of infections, bladder stones, or rare urinary retention that lands you in the ER. You'll need medications or procedures sooner, and feel less control over your body and schedule. Follow this plan, and momentum builds. In 1 to 2 weeks, nighttime trips often drop and mornings feel clearer. In 3 to 6 weeks, many men notice a stronger stream, fewer false alarms, and steadier energy. Waistlines shrink, blood pressure improves, and confidence returns to travel, golf, church, or date night without constant bathroom math, and trips finally feel simple again. Your fork, your feet, your pelvic floor, your timing, these are levers you control. Choose the path that serves you. Avoid these common missteps. Here's where most men stumble, and how to fix it fast. Quitting Kegels after a week. Results. Take 3 to 6 weeks, set 3 simple daily alarms and track reps on your fridge. Cutting fluids all day. Dehydration irritates your bladder. Drink steadily morning to mid-afternoon and taper 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Taking multiple supplements at once, you won't know what's working. Test one product for 8 to 12 weeks, then reassess. Ignoring constipation. A backed-up bowel presses on the prostate. Aim 25 to 30 g fiber, add beans, berries, oats, and water, and talk with your clinician about a gentle stool softener if needed. Not looping in your doctor. Meds and timing matter. Bring your symptom tracker to a quick check-in. Keep it simple, one change at a time. Log daily. Quick answers to top questions. Can this replace meds? Sometimes, for mild to moderate symptoms. Try lifestyle first or alongside treatment, but don't stop or change prescriptions without your clinician. How long until results? Sleep often improves in 1 to 2 weeks, flow and urgency in 3-6+ weeks. Any size change is modest and takes months. Coffee lover? Keep your morning cup. Afternoon, switch to half CAF or decaf, sip not chug, and avoid coffee within 6 hours of bedtime. Cold brew is gentler. Diabetic? Coordinate fluids and meals. Aim for steady blood sugars, pair carbs with protein and fiber, avoid big evening carb loads, and keep walking after meals. Does this prevent cancer? BPH isn't cancer and doesn't turn into it. Stay on schedule for PSA discussions and screenings with your clinician. Alcohol? One drink with dinner is usually fine. Skip late night. Pores supplements? Trial one at a time, check interactions, especially anticoagulants. Let's lock this in. On-screen sources: American Urological Association Guidelines, NIH/Medline Plus, Cochrane Reviews, Harvard Health and Mayo Clinic Summaries, Key Randomized Trials on Beta-Sitosterol, Ryegrass Pollen, Pygeum, and Saw Palmetto. Medical disclaimer: this video is educational, not medical advice. Consult your clinician for diagnosis, prescriptions, interactions, and individualized care before making any changes. Thanks for spending time with me today. I appreciate you. If this helped, share it with a friend and hit subscribe. Next up, best and worst drinks for your prostate at night. 2 you'll recognize, 1 will surprise you. Tap the bell so you don't miss it, and drop ready in the comments if you're starting tonight. Sleep better and see results.